This time has the proudest hoes in history. Nah, hoes always been proud. Hoes have never not been proud, honey. No, no, no. Yeah, hoes always been proud. They a lot prouder, but no. Cause these young ladies ain't no different from Trina when she was rapping. Trina said all the same things, if not worse. I know, I get it. But they ain't never had no shame. They haven't. Monica Lewinsky. I mean, hoes ain't never had no shame. They come on and try to act, you know. It's some reformed hoes in here. Don't act like, yeah, stop. Reform hoes is grandmas and mothers of the church now, but they used to be hoes back in the day too. You call her mother now, but she used to be having other names, and it wasn't mother. That's how they can come up and say, "Little baby, come here. Let me talk to you." That's a Shirley and Barbara moment, honey. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, but we gonna talk about it. I know I used to be a hoe, but I wasn't in the church with it. Right. Listen here. See, this be the truth moments over here, honey. I'm not reformed just yet, but I'm getting there. Oh, Jesus. Lord have mercy. I love this place. I love it here. Because we can be honest about it. Listen here. You said I second that? Wait a minute, damn it. Listen. Okay. Listen here. Keish, come in here and get your sisters and your aunties and stuff. They clowning already. You said reformed. Listen here. Oh my God. We got some reform whoremongers in here too, brothers. Y'all gonna be honest about it? They not gonna say it. We can't let them say it because their wife might be in the class. But we got some reform whoremongers out here too. You can make a whoremonger into a husband. You can. And you can make a hoe into a housewife. Don't let them lie to you because they didn't know they granny and papa hooked up because she used to go down to the tavern and she was the side piece and used to give a little change so she could pay her bills and he ended up becoming her husband. That's what they don't tell you about that old get together. They tell you they was at the juju and they always see each other and he had a whole wife. Your grandma was the hoe. Stop it. We gonna Big Pepper Stepper, listen here. We gonna tell the truth over here. You said reformed. Listen. Some of y'all was here because y'all grandpa had another family. And your daddy. You said, girl, I'm throwing my coin first. Everybody be like, my granny good. Your granny used to be a hoe and your granddaddy was a whoremonger. Stop it. What we not gonna do is get in here and act like we keep trying to figure out where Uncle Jed came from. Because he don't look like nobody. But he came out your grandma, but he don't look like nobody else. Your grandma was a hoe. Or she stepped out on Leroy once or twice and got pregnant and he just went on and kept him. Because you feed it till you look like you. That's what they used to say back in the day. He said, I'm a recovering whoremonger. See, we going to be honest over here, see? And the people that left out, they ain't ready to address who they is. Bye, y'all. There's some folks that said, let me get out this class. This ain't the one. God is tapped in, sitting on my head. Beep, 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 beep. Like, that's why they went on and left out. Because we was at about 180. They said, oh, I'm still a hoe. I'm still a whoremonger. This ain't my class. Oh, I walked in the wrong class. I'm sorry. I thought this was math class. This ain't the class I'm supposed to be in. Right. Listen here. They crit right on now like, woo, no, because I just left my whole house right now. And Jed on his way. Let me get out of this. See, CERCA, I was going to listen this morning, but I didn't come here for all this. Did not come here for all of this. My mama got 3 kids. 3 baby daddies and married the last man. See, we're going to talk about it. My mama got 3 baby daddies. And I got 4. You said what? Uh-huh. Wasn't giving a second look when she made me mad the first time. And wasn't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't believe in repeating the same stupid mistakes, not with the same person. I tried and tried and tried again. And it just didn't work, so I just moved on. I ain't got time. You'll not have 7 kids by me talking about we trying again. I'm not trying nothing with you. Mm-mm. Absolutely won't be doing that. I'm gonna try somewhere else. A different grocery store. The hell? I'm gonna keep coming here and you ain't got what I need in here. That makes no sense. You said go back on vacation? Now, as much attitude as you do because you didn't see these books behind me, make up your damn mind. Y'all already know who over here talking crazy. We back to normal. Not back to normal. We back to Norman, as the Rugrats would say. Excuse me. Come on. Shoot, we can't change it. We acknowledge what we are doing wrong. That's right. That's the part of growth. Yeah, it is the main part of growth. They talk about, hey, queen, throwing tomatoes at you. Talking about, don't be telling her go back on vacation now. Listen here. So, recovering with, come on. And is Preston Spooner recovering? Yeah, they do. They make, because they understand life. They do. And they understand physical doesn't mean anything if you don't have a person's heart. I say, see, life will teach you if you let it. That's how them old mothers in the church got so much wisdom. Y'all don't. Never mind. That's how them old the real brothers in the church that say, hey, young man, come here, you messing up. They can tell you because they see themselves. They see themselves. You hear me? You hear me? That's why they can tell you. Because they used to be you. So if a person comes to you and they're trying to tell you something, it's like, ooh, that make my stomach hurt. I remember and I did that. Come here, baby. Come here, young man. Come here. Come over here. Get over here. Sit down. Let me talk to you for a minute. You know how they can say that to you? Because they made that same mistake. And they care because they understand where it's going to lead you if you keep going in that way. Who understands that? They understand how it ruin their life. And if they let it make them wise, they don't want nobody else to go through that. Now, there are some bitter, hateful, vengeful, messy people. Oh, let them fall and bump their head. I don't care. Because you a hater because you don't want nobody to do better than you. So then you learn nothing from any of your life experiences, but how to be more bitter and nasty. Alexis one love. Oh, yeah. Some of y'all like, wait a minute, this is the wrong class. Let me get up. Go on and go. I'm going to let you go now. Because you didn't know that was you. I'll let you out. You'll still get your credit for class. You a hater. It's okay. You didn't let life teach you nothing. If you're okay with someone falling without you giving the information that God allowed you to get, you're a hater. If you want people to look bad around you, you're a hater. If you ain't breaking your neck to help them and instruct them, you're a hater. Because if you can talk about their business, you should be a part of the solution. The report came to your desk so that you could go talk to your superiors about it. And I'm talking about all your friends while you running other folks' business. The report came to your desk, but what did you do with it? You let it sit on your desk and left it open so everybody could see how the other person was, instead of going and helping them get to where they need to be for their position. That's a whole nother conversation folks ain't ready to have. And this is everybody in your life. This is your little sister, your little brother, your cousin, your kid that you just like to talk about because it make your life look so good. The girl down the street that ain't never got no clothes on her kids. The report came to your desk, but what you do with it? It changed how you talking to them. Angel, how was your delivery? Don't forget that. Because your judgment can show on your face of how you feel about a situation. You ain't got to say it. You could be saying nice words, but we can see it in your face that you have a negative connotation behind them. Or pride, or I wouldn't do that, and this and that. So I ain't receiving from you if you talk to me like that. Then move out the way so I can talk to somebody that done been through what I've been through, because your whole demeanor is Well, I was just on live, and as soon as I said something about the spirit, the live shut off. Listen. Who remembers that we studied, and I believe it was Enoch, about your integrity? I think it was Enoch talking about it was either Enoch or Ezra, I can't remember, talking about integrity. Pretty much everything we study talks about integrity. Will you lie if you're able to and get away with it? Just a little white lie? Because that little white lie is going to turn into a whole bunch of other ones. And then y'all read it the other day, then you start to live in error. Soon as the liar comes in, be a liar, beliar, belair. Be lying, as we would say. Yeah. I don't know about Satan teaching, but okay. I don't know that I've heard that. I don't know that I've heard that. Yeah. Mm, yeah. No, I tell people I'm not going to hell for nothing. Do right or get left. That part, Cherry, and do. Yeah, they just changed the I and the A around. Beliar, Bel Air. Okay. Well, I don't know, Trini. And remember that there's different versions. Trini, I don't want you to start looking like one of those guys. How many times have I told y'all that I don't know all of this by heart and I read it a long time? So when you ask me questions like that, it makes me feel like you turning into one of those guys. You see all the books behind me. You know how long it is that I've read, I tell y'all, I read this 10 years ago. So when you ask me, do I know? But I've taken you to the book of Adam and Eve to show you, and I told you I done read it in several different versions. Why would you ask me, do I know? One. And two, do you think I remember everything, sir? Do you? Because if you know it's in the Adam and Eve, why would you ask me, do I know? Why wouldn't you just say, hey, circa, suh. But when you ask me, do I know, if I feel like you challenging me, one. And two, I don't remember everything. And I tell y'all that all the time. But I don't want you to start looking like one of those dudes, Trini. Because how did you get to the book, sir? Hello, I'm here. I don't want you to start looking like one of them. And I also don't want you to expect that I remember every single thing about these books. No, 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 no. Well, then why would you ask me if I knew? No, honey, that's not the truth. And you've done that before. But I tell y'all, I can't remember everything. I don't remember everything. So if you ask me a question and you say, oh, do you know, blah, 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 that's different from circa I read. Do you understand? I need you to right now. No, 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 no. That's not what just happened. If he knows it's in the Adam and in Adam and any of y'all. So asking a question and making a statement is two different things. And sometimes it does get on my nerves that people, if you read it there, there's no way I can remember. And I'm not going to recall every single thing. So the way that you put that question up there or the way that you make a statement makes a difference. Do y'all understand that? He said, did you know? And then said, oh, it's in the book of Adam and Eve. Okay. Well, then if you already knew where it is, why didn't you say I read? See, I pick up on context and all of that. I understand because people do this to me all the time to see if I know. But I've read too much shit to remember everything. Do y'all understand that? And so what it looks like is you're trying to make it like I don't know something in my class and just instead of just saying, oh, I read in Adam and Eve this. I can read between the lines. I don't care. I've been doing this a long time. No, because you keep doing it and you've been doing it. No, it wasn't a question. I know you said, did you know? Well, I led you to the book of Adam and Eve 9 times out of 10. So I must have read it, but I'm not always going to remember it. I picked up on the spirit, bro. I don't care what you say. Because this ain't the first time you've done this. Mm-mm. Baby, because it's my class and I'm going to check whoever I want to in my class because I pick up on spirits all day long. Definitely not the first time. Exactly. So, sir, please don't do that anymore. If you know something, make a statement and say, hey, sir, I read. Don't ask me, did I know? Because again, I don't know everything. And two, a lot of this stuff I read it over 10 years ago. Period. I don't pretend to know everything, but if you already know where you read it and I led you to the book, just say, "CERCA, I read." And I'm probably gonna say, "I don't know," because it's been a long time since I read all of it. It irritates me. Seriously. Don't do that. Now, back to what we were saying about the whoremongers and the hoes. You know what? I don't want to deal with that anymore. I think the last time I was on here, I had to go off on him too. And that it's been like 20 times that I've had to say something to him over the time about messaging, about a lot of different stuff. And I just don't want to deal with that no more. Am I wrong? It was just a couple weeks ago before I went on vacation that I had to go off on you about messaging me and calls and different things. I don't keep talking to my kids. So I don't care. It's getting annoying. It really is. Y'all was here when I had to go off on you, and if you came over here, I don't care. I don't know if I want you in the community right now. Y'all remember? I had to go off about the messaging and the wife and this and that, all this other stuff. I don't want to keep talking to you. And this stuff I have to keep repeating. Mm-mm. Thank you for being in WOIU, but some people can get expelled, and it's just like I just don't fucking deal with that. Moving on. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, because that energy just is really starting to get to me. It's in like every other class. I got to say something, and I don't repeat myself. So, back to what I was saying. And we were talking about, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. It's like, if you know, just say, "CERCA, I read." Don't. And it ain't about challenging me or whatever, but I pick up on spirits. Just like when I said, "Please don't do these certain things," and they kept happening, and I kept looking over it in the class, and then I just had to bust out, and it's like, "I'm sorry." No, because I already told you, so what you sorry for? Because you grown. It's ridiculous. I should not have to keep saying the same thing to grown people. I'm not going to do that. Let me ask you a question really quickly. Do I tell y'all that I know everything? Have y'all ever heard me say, "I know everything"? What do y'all often hear me say? I don't know. I haven't read it in a long time, but I can find it. I know where it is. Is this not what y'all hear me say? Okay. So when people come in here and they be like, "Oh, did you know this? Did you know that?" God is going to let me pick up on the spirit if you trying to see and challenge what I know. I deal with this every day, family. Exactly, Kayla. You been here 2 years. You think you can remember every single thing that we learned in the 2 years in the 900 classes that we been here? You didn't went through about 900 classes. You mean to tell me you remember every single thing that you learned in those 900 classes almost? Okay. So just think if you read it 10, 8, 12 years ago, you think you're going to remember every single thing? You have to go look up notes. Exactly. So if I've said that for over 2 years and a person comes in and says, you didn't, the way you phrase the question, because why didn't you just say, hey, Circa, I read in the book, oh, it's in the book of Adam and Eve. That's because you're trying to see if I remember. I am in Triniconda, if you came over here, do that all the time. Do they or do they not? It's always a man that phrases their question and say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Yes, you did. And the Lord let me know that that's how you meant it. I feel it. I get it every time, but I don't have to keep dealing with it. Period. And it's a lot of times the people that I help get to information that try to be in competition or whatever it is, bro. I told y'all when I first came on here, I don't know everything and I'm not going to remember everything because I've read too much. And that's over a lifespan. All of the information, I didn't just get it now. Some of this information I read when I was a teenager. When I was a young kid, I told y'all, my mother kept certain medical books and things. There's things that I know. I don't remember where I read it always. And I might have read 10 different versions of it since then. So, I don't like it when people do that. I don't know everything and I don't pretend to, but I don't like being challenged for what I know as far as you know exactly where you read it and you try to make me look crazy in my own class. Go teach your own. And it's always a weirdo man doing that stuff. So that'd be weird. And then want to fake apologize. I don't accept your apology. Because you didn't did it too many times. Apology accepted is stay away from me and don't message and tag me in nothing else. That's what I want you to do. That way I ain't got to worry about being irritated. Now, moving on. I'm grateful for the time you was here, sir. But it's starting to get annoying. All right. Now, back to where we was at. So I came on here kicking it. Didn't I? I was we was talking about folks being whores and whoremongers. Oh, that might have been it. Maybe you in some stuff you were supposed to not be in, and you tried to change the context of the class. That could have been it too. I forgot. Your class helps me not procrastinate on my homework. Laugh out loud. I was just about to take a nap. Okay. Here we go. So anyway, back to what I was saying. A person that can tell you something and that has knowledge, this is where I was at, about life, can pull you to the side and say, hey, that's crazy because that was some good word coming out of there and he did that. That's exactly why you don't need to be in our class. And please don't come back as user 24630 Trini or any other person, and don't come over here either, please. And I mean it. I don't want no contact, nobody. It was about to get good, and he let the devil use him. Anyway. It's crazy. Anyway. That's different, Queen. That's different. You know what I'm talking about. That's like if somebody came into your establishment, your esthetician, and they start asking you about something. There's certain stuff that you do every day, and there's certain stuff that you study when you were in esthetician school that you haven't read since you were in school or since you first started studying, because it might be the most basic thing or whatever. You're not gonna remember every single page of your book. And that might just be one book that you had to read. You remember every single page from start to finish. Like, people be weird. And then they ask you, oh, well, do you know? Oh, like, no, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm irritated by that because people think I can't see their spirits. That's it. And God lets me see a lot more than people think. So I'm grateful for that. But I honestly been tired of seeing stuff, because if you notice, you can go back a few classes. I've been fussing at him about certain stuff, and it's like, I'm not about to keep calling your name out in my class, and you make me irritated. You just won't be in my class. I don't deal with people that get on my nerves. And I don't have to. He's a complete stranger. I don't ever have to talk to him ever again in life if I don't want to. That's it. Some people do weird stuff to get attention. So, y'all see, I had to talk to him about my damn phone. Not my phone, but messaging him. And he put in here, call me, and all this old, I'ma call you, and all this old stuff. You had a Google number. That's why I was giving everybody the Google number when I first went viral, because and that's when I was doing, trying to help people with their life if they should get married. But I stopped that because it started being weird, and people were calling me all the time and texting me all the time. And I would say, hey, please don't do that. That's why I didn't give the real number. I gave a Google number that I don't even have no more. He been here the whole time. And that's why I don't be wanting to give my number and people like, can you call me? No. Because I already had the experiences when I first went viral. Trying to be there and talk to people, and it would just be like this one time thing or whatever. Folks just keep calling and keep texting and keep calling and keep I don't have time to sit and talk or nothing. Y'all know this. I don't be having time. And then if I say, okay, 10 minutes, it's going to be 45. No. Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And I'm not saying that. It's just, I don't want all of that. And so that's why I don't. It is too much energy. Because I was talking to people on the phone and video chatting with people and stuff, but I had to quit because it was like, now you text me in the middle of the night and calling me in the morning. And I'm not saying him. I'm saying just it was a lot. Oh, excuse me. There's a few people that have my number now, but they respect the fact that I be doing this. They respect the fact, and I do text when I can and talk when I can. I do. There's a few people that do have my number. Like me and Auntie, we talk. You know what I'm saying? But Auntie, if I don't get back to her for 4 days, she don't get on here tripping with me. I be like, oh, Auntie, I didn't even see this. And she be like, it's okay, baby, blah, 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 Jen, we talked. You know what I'm saying? But Jen respects what I got going on. And she don't keep on texting and all of that. So, it's a few people that do have my information. But they respect the fact that if one, you don't respect my boundaries, I'm just going to block you and I ain't going to talk to you. I blocked my mama, honey. And it ain't nobody off limits from that. Yeah. I blocks everybody. I block my kids. And they'll be blocked for a year. If I don't want to talk to you, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm trying to tell you. You ain't about to keep making my day bad. Because I wake up happy and ready to go. And folks be trying to get under my skin. Nobody used to take my peace. Mm. We just talked about him, so 363, book one. Hey. And I'm not saying y'all can't ask me whatever question y'all want to know, but just ask it in the right manner, please. Don't be trying to make it like whatever. Because folks be trying to, I guarantee you people be wanting me to look stupid when they say certain things, but they don't know I've been dealing with that. Or she don't know everything. Right, I told you I didn't. So why the hell you ask a question like that? It irritates the hell out of me that people continue to do me like that when I say it all the time. Get yourselves in line with grown. That part, I shouldn't have to repeat myself 1,000 times. Ugh. I don't want no parts of it. And people think I have to deal with you, but I don't ever. Hey, Britt. All right. Page 363. Actually, let's do 362. I don't skip over your comments. I just can't read them all, y'all. I be trying to talk to as many people as I can in the class. That way everybody don't feel left out. I'm not going to see all of them. And sometimes people comment a lot, and I want to get to everybody. So some people never comment but one time. And if they comment that one time, I want them to, you know, I want them to feel like they get nope and don't and don't. Y'all ready? Let's do 362. Mm. And we're gonna go down to the second paragraph here where it says praise of God and denunciation of idolatry. When you act like they don't see them, they come harder for you, don't they? Huh? Huh? No. I don't. I don't see you, sir. I don't see you. You don't see me. You don't see me. Oh, we gotta do that. That'll get me right. Sorry, YouTube. Y'all know y'all gotta go on mute real Oh, I'm back. Need a little music therapy. Listen here. Woo! You don't see me by Young Dro. You see me. Look here. Everybody got up and moved in your seat at work. Yes, honey. Folks, it's crazy. Ooh. Listen here. Yeah. You said I was moving. It was a nice tune. Stop it. Listen, he is, Tasha. Mm-hmm. You said you had the baby two-stepping auntie. Come on, funky. Listen here. Mm-hmm. Listen. Ooh. Yes. So, with that, because everybody needs some music therapy, honey. Everybody needs some therapy. Everybody needs some music therapy. Where are my glasses? Now, back to class. Yes. So if we had like a actual like building in our passing classes, it'll be like music bumping. Like you might go down Al C and that'll be for country. Hallway T is trap. Right? And then you go down hallway B is for right that, you know, them people. And then we'll have hallway G for gospel, hallway 8 for alternative, right? T for techno and all of that. Like, you know, so you just go down your hallway when you trying to get to class that you need to pep you up for the next class you're going into. You hear me? Hello. Yeah, J for jazz, right. That whole thing. Yeah, you just go down your hallway that had the music that you need to listen to get you back to where you need to be, and then you get on in class and do your job. Right. Right. You know, it'll be a good time in that. I think that'll be dope. Yes. Because sometimes the last teacher that got on your damn nerves. You said you may not make, oh no, the music stopped when the period is off. Yeah, it's only during the passing period. Once you need to be in class, you late. You get, well, you know? Right. No, the music turns off as soon as it's a 3-minute passing period. You got 3 minutes to get where you need to go. I got passed over for a $25, $50 raise. Okay, what? Okay. I might need more coffee. Y'all know what? This is the only room in my house where I just be coughing, and I think it is allergies in here. I think it's all these old books. Because I have not been coughing in my room and nowhere in there. And when I come in here, it's like my nose. So that's allergies, right? And my chest kind of feel like the books, the dust in the books. I got an air purifier in here. It's right there. But this is the only room. Yeah. Y'all didn't seen it. And it's running right now. That's nuts. Like whenever I come in here, I think it's not the actual. I think it's not the actual. Like I think it's like because they come from all different regions. Y'all not all in the same place. Some people send me stuff from California, and you know the little that stuff be in the books, in the paper, in the you know what I mean. Some of these books, like the book I was in yesterday, it's 100 and some years. Excuse me. And I vacuum. That's crazy. Because it's the only room in the house I do that. Yeah. Dust and some books that I found in the basement, I couldn't keep them. They had mold, right? I might need to go through here and see. I don't think there's no mold on any of this. Shouldn't be. But y'all have sent me some old books, so I don't know. Because this is the only room I feel like I can't, like, as soon as I come in here, I have to blow my nose. Y'all know I can run right out and do that. Yeah, somebody is using my name. They've been using my name, y'all. That's not nothing new. You know, I ain't giving no readings. Just tell them I'm going to report you, and they'll probably block you. Ooh. Okay, so we need a new filter, maybe. We go get a new filter. I was gone for 20 days. Let's see, on the 18th, excuse me. Maybe that's it. Okay, let's try that. Maybe I needed a new filter. Because goodness gracious. I'm like, why every time I come in here, like my throat gets scratchy. Okay. Hopefully that'll help. And it's only in here. Okay. Here we go. That's crazy though. I changed the filter. All right. So, y'all got the page 362. I think we studied this already, but it was a long time ago. And some of y'all probably read it recently. It's fine. We can go over it together. Would y'all like to do that? Because after this, I'm going to get up and put all my stuff away and do laundry and all the stuff you have to do when you get back from out of town. And I need to go to the grocery store. I need to go grocery shopping. All right, here we go. It says men. Ooh. Men who have the form which God molded in his image, why do you wander in vain? What's the definition of wander? I need y'all to stay on task. What's the definition of wander? To go elsewhere, to stray away, walk aimlessly, ooh, go astray, look around unsure. A feeling of surprise mingled with admiration caused by something. Not wonder, wander. WANDER. Like a wandering soul. Not wonder, wander. No purpose. To roam or stray. Walk around with no destination. To dawdle. Just to be around. You ain't got no direction in your... Come on, Lizette. Disoriented. aimlessly, casual. Walk, move in a leisurely, casual, aimless way. You just walking around. You don't got no idea is what's going on. 362. Mm-hmm. Y'all know people like that? You good, sis. You good. They so close together. Y'all know people just wandering around life, baby. They ain't got a clue. They not learning nothing. They just out here. Hello. Isn't that crazy? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Sometimes. Sometimes we all do a little bit, but I'm talking about folks that just don't have a clue. They just be out here. Ain't no rhyme or reason to nothing they do. They're not learning anything. They just wandering around through life. You hear me? So look, it says, why do you wander in vain? What is the definition of vain? Hmm. I think at some point in time we all have Miss Rhodes. Yeah. I mean, you're not always gonna be on it. Useless, producing no results. Useless, producing no results. Having or showing an excessively high opinion of one's appearance. We're looking for the producing no results. So a lot of chicks and dudes be like, I'm vain. You're useless and you don't produce nothing. No, I mean, I think real highly of myself and you don't produce nothing. But trouble, heartache, financial crisis. I'm going to just let that linger in your mouth for a minute. Without force or effect, futile, fruitless, unprofitable, unavailable. What is it? Unavailing. Who's the angel of vanity? Good morning. Who's the angel of vanity? Lucifer. And he did absolutely nothing that was profitable for the kingdom, did he? He said, I ain't doing that. Don't you see how beautiful I am? I'm not gonna do any of that. Actually, I'm not. And God said, "Good, you don't need to be in here anyway. Get out." And now he been fighting to recreate what he was too good to be around. Now he been fighting to get back up there. Ain't that crazy? You don't want to be vain. You don't want everything that you're doing to not produce anything. Remember we talked about the 1, the 5, and the 10, or whatever the talents? He put his own foot in his mouth and did. He said, "No, I ain't gonna bow." He said, "Good, you ain't gotta be in here to be around none of this goodly court stuff. You ain't gotta be around no body that got no influence or nothing. You could be lower than everybody. Then you don't never gotta bow because you always gonna be lower than us. Ain't that crazy? When you exalt yourself, God humbles you." Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Exactly, Keish. All right. It says, "Why do you wander in excuse me, in vain, and not walk the straight path, ever mindful of the immortal creator? There was one God, sole ruler, ineffable, who lives in the sky, self-begotten, invisible, who himself sees all things." Should I read that again? Should I read that again? Mm. There is one God, sole ruler, ineffable, who lives in the sky, self-begotten, invisible, who sees all things. No sculptor's hand made him, nor does a cast of gold or ivory reveal him by the crafts of men, but he himself external revealed himself as existing now and formerly and again in the future. He said, "You can't, you didn't pour me. Y'all guys is poured in the molds, and then the cast is put over them, and this is who y'all pray to." He said, "I formed myself." Now, where have we heard that before? People been saying that they willed themselves to come here. And so all the people that's saying, "I made myself, I made the choice to come here, I made," you putting yourself in God's place. Crazy, right? Mm-hmm. Sophia, Jesus Christ. Well, that's God in the flesh, right? So you want to say you willed yourself here? Mm. You self-begotten? We were molded. We were formed. He said, "Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you." We were formed. He was not. He said, "I wasn't made by nobody's hands. I just been here." You all were formed and put into a cast, a mold. What is the human mold? The body. Especially the what? Where humans formed? What cast do we grow in? This, the womb, the uterus. We're formed in our mother's uterus. So I don't have anything. A cake form. You can pour 1,000 different cakes in one cake form, right? And every single cake, as long as it goes in that mold, is going to be formed to the shape of that cake, right? That mold, right? If you use a bundt pan, every time you pour cake batter in there, you gonna make a bundt cake, right? Now, some of those bundt cakes have defects because maybe one side of the oven was hotter, or maybe it was something with the pan that's been dented, or maybe you didn't mix the egg all the way through or something like that. And so then this part of the cake might just be a little egg because it didn't get mixed. So there might be defects in the cake. But overall, it's going to be a bundt cake or a square cake or a round cake or octagon or whatever shape you pour it into. As many times as you can pour into that. Have y'all heard me say the statement baby batter? We talked about baby batter last night, didn't we? Okay. And then they say after the baby batter gets into the womb, there's a bun in the oven. And bread is formed, is it not? Whether it's a tortilla, a pita, a Indian fried bread, a cornbread, or a corn muffin, most bread is not free fall. It's formed. And then it has to go into some type of heating process until the bread either rises or hardens or softens or whatever it is that you're trying to do with that particular bread that you're making. Even the little jello cakey looking things that they say is bread in Asia that look like a bunch of fluff to me. I don't know what they call, but I just be thinking, how is that bread? I don't. It's jello and some rice and some other stuff, but that don't look like bread to me. But that don't mean it ain't bread. You hear me? Right, you said you're a corn muffin. Funny. Right. So, with that, okay, we were formed. God was not formed. He said, I don't have no mold that you can put me in. There is no mold because I created the molds. But as a human, your mold or the place where you are formed is not in a piece of wood. It's not in a piece of metal. It is in your mother's womb. Now, are there metals that are floating around in your mother's womb? Is zinc a metal? Is it? Zinc is a metal. Mm. So at the moment of conception, there's metal being released that lights up, kind of like sparks flying when somebody is getting ready, a welder is making a mold, you mean? It's a post-transition metal. And welders have to know metallurgy, don't they? When a metallurgist or a welder is going to use a type of metal, they have to know the strongest, the weakest, one that'll set on fire. They need, in order to build the most amazing piece of whatever they're going to do, to make it sturdy, to make it so the building will flow, so that it don't fall just in case, so that it can stand against the winds. You have to understand metallurgy, don't you? And physics, right? Because some buildings, they use a specific metal so that the building don't crack when the wind blows. The building can actually sway because the metals in the builds are able to move around. Do we got any welders in here? Anybody know how to weld? Steel is a bendable metal. or metal that's able to give. Alloy. I got a lighter from my mom though. Okay. Okay. Yep, steel, all metal. Okay. Okay. So when a welder is mending or putting together two metals, what happens when they're melting that and putting it together? What do we see? What do they have to do? They got to cover their face with the, and then they, and sparks fly because they getting ready to create something with metals. And then when a man releases into a woman and the egg and that all happen, it sparks fly in there too. Maybe that's the electricity that we feel when all the hair stand up on your body and you know, oh, I'm pregnant. God dang it, I felt that. That's a baby. You know I shouldn't have came over here. You wake up the next morning like, something is, nah. Ain't no way. Not this guy. Hell no. I'm not even gonna think about that. Nope. And then for me, 6 days later, I'd be like, ooh, I want some tomato sauce. Anything that got tomato sauce in it. Everything that got tomato sauce. I'ma eat pizza, lasagna, spaghetti, tacos, pico de gallo, anything that got tomatoes. That's how I knew I was pregnant, because whatever it is in tomatoes, my body needed that to keep them kids here. Do tomatoes got zinc? Do tomatoes got zinc? Somebody look it up for me. I need to know for my own self. This is research for later. I mean, not later, but it's later that I'm not having kids. So then I know why I needed it. Yes, they do. Tomatoes got zinc. Ain't that a bad of it? Remind me not to eat none. Okay. All right. They're acidic. 1 gram of zinc, and I was eating tomato based the first month of my pregnancies. That's how I know I'm pregnant, because anything with tomato. No, that makes so much sense. The heck? And y'all always throw tomato. Y'all wishing pregnancy on me? Don't throw another tomato in this class. Don't throw another. And that's crazy, because I had a dream that I was pregnant too. I called my kids like, who pregnant? Who is pregnant? Oh God, y'all wishing kids on me. Well, maybe that's how my grandkids got here. That's so funny. Yeah, I had a dream I was pregnant. It don't gotta be me. It's just somebody in my family. It might be one of my great nieces or somebody. Yeah, I said not a. I've dreamed I'm pregnant 1,000 times, and I'm gonna call everybody that's close to me with daughters and be like, I didn't know either. Do y'all see how much we learn here? And it just be random stuff, but it be changing my life. I don't know if it changed y'all life. It changed mine. Mm-hmm. All these damn tomatoes sitting on this desk. Auntie sent me, good thing they plastic. Mm-hmm. So, um, can we go make me some coffee? Hell no, you don't. not listening. Okay. What day is it? Is it Monday? What day is it? Thursday, Tuesday? What day is it? What day is it, y'all? You know, that's weird because normally, yep, that's weird too. I just noticed that. When I used to plug my iPad up to this monitor, it would just come on and YouTube would be over there. But I notice now when I plug it up, it doesn't do that. So that's odd. This thing is brand new. Mm, the people's probably didn't been in my house. Okay, moving on. Let's get down through here. They don't know I be paying attention to all of that stuff. And the easiest way to get in your house is to act like the maintenance people. We all know that. Niggas from the hood know that's what happens. Okay. All right, here we go. We ready? And it's delayed. I do. That's how I know they was in my house. But yeah. All right, here we go. For who being mortal is able to see God with eyes, or who will be able to even who will be able even to hear only the name of the great heavenly God who rules the world, who created everything by a word, heaven and sea, untiring sun, full moon, shining stars, and strong mother Tethys, springs and rivers, imperishable fire, days and nights. Indeed, it is God Himself who fashioned Adam of 4 letters. Did y'all hear that? Mm-hmm. 362. Okay. All right. The first formed man, fulfilling by his name east, west, south, and north. He himself fixed the shape of the form of men and made wild beasts and serpents and birds. You neither revere nor fear God, but wander to no purpose, worshiping snakes and sacrificing to cats and speechless idols and stone statues of people, and sitting in front of the doors of a godless temple. And such were some of you. Huh? 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 I'm gonna read that last part again. Maybe I didn't hear that part. Such were some of you. Let's see what you was praying to. Mm. It says, you neither revere nor fear God, but wander to no purpose, worshiping snakes and sacrificing to cats, speechless idols, idols that don't talk, and stone statues of people, and sitting in front of the doors at godless temples. You do not fear the existing God who guards all things. You rejoice in the evil of stones. Raka, tell me what the stars say to me. This crystal on my pineal gland will tell me what. Stop it. Rocks and stones. God says, I'm living and I protect everything, and you want to pray to something that can't even speak unless you being beguiled by a demon. They got energy, but where the energy coming from? And if the rocks is going to get up and move, that means they used to be alive. And so is it the spirit of that? The Egyptians did worship cats. It's a lot of religions that worship cats. Neither one of these can move themselves, so how can they tell you what's coming? God said, I'm living. Or you pray to stuff that's cast and swear up and down that this cast thing that you have to pour into a mold or mold is what's saving you. Or your medallions that you wear that you'll kiss and say, protection. Watch over my kids. Watch over my, this kept me safe. This ain't kept you safe. Your amulet, right, did not keep you safe. Jesus ain't on the cross no more. He got up. Tell me what I want to know. And God said, I'm right here. I'm the one that gave you your future. Why is you going to rocks and crystals to ask what I said? And I'm right here. You know what that's like? I'm going to show you what that's like. Mommy! What? Mommy, I need you. I don't know how to do it. Well, come here and come in here. No, I don't want to come in there, Mommy. I need you to help me. Well, get up and come in here so I can know what are you doing over there? Never mind, I'm just gonna ask the dog. He'll help me. Fine. If Scruffy can help you do your math project, then fine. That's what y'all be doing. You said, is my son at your house? All the parents like, boy, you ain't lying, because I told. That's what y'all do to God. If he don't get up and come to you, you go looking somewhere else. Instead of you getting up and coming and giving him whatever it is you need help with, you will keep yelling across the room and then go ask your dog to help you. He's still alive. Or you go ask some rocks to help you, or a statue to help you. Because he wouldn't get up and come to you. When he says, bring me everything you have an issue with, everything you want to know, come talk to me. Huh? Huh? You will go ask the psychic. You will ask some tarot cards. You will ask some rocks and some crystals and your home girl. And God said, I got the answer, but you're going to have to get up and come in here because I'm not walking to you. No, you come in here and you ask me. I got the answer. I know exactly how to do it. But until you get up and come over here, you ain't going to know. So you done went to the brother, you done knocked on the neighbor house instead of just walking in there and asking your daddy to help and show you where to go and what to do. You will ask everything on the way, the walls, the toilet. Should I do this wall? Toilet, what do you think? Picture, can you give me an answer? These jewels is going to help me remember. Asking the trees how to get through life. We're gone. Tree, should I go left or right? And the wind blow. Don't know God over there like this fool. Ain't like I made the damn tree. Yeah, I can move it. Because I know it's really me answering your question to the damn tree. Because you're silly tail. Reach out and touch me if you're alive. God said, I am alive and I'm in everything. kind of made this world and all the others, but yeah, whatever. I'll just let them have it. Yeah. How many of y'all fall in line with that? Is you gonna be honest? This is everything anonymous, so you can tell if you were a person. You said Pop's just get no credit, and he don't. He doesn't. They want to give his credit to Rocks and everything. He like, really, really? I'm alive. Didn't nobody make me? They can't tell you. Ask me. You said I did it when I first left the church. Come on. Y'all see how irritating that would be? If you took 20 hours making a cake and then somebody gave the credit to the lady across the way, you're like, what? Oh my God, she made a great cake. No, I made this cake. No, did the lady across the street, oh my God, did you see Sarah made this cake and your name is Billy? What, nigga, I made? Hello, do you see my kitchen? Do you see the bags under my eyes? You know how long it took me to pipe all those flowers on there and to mix the color? Oh, my Jesus. To mix the colors just perfectly so the rainbow around the cake. You know how many times I had to go and melt that melting chocolate and be able to put it in the side of the bag like that so when I squeeze it out, it's cream. And you, Sarah ain't did nothing but sit over there and watch me. But you give Sarah the credit for the detail of my 25-foot cake. So much so that when you see it, you gasp. Because it's unbelievable that that much detail has been put into something, and you want to give the credit to the doorman. Oh my God, did you see what the doorman did? Oh my God, not the baker. Not the pastry artist. Not that person. The valet. It makes no sense to me. Why would you do that? Why would you give the valet God's credit for this beautiful decorated place that we had? He just the doorman. You need to talk to the interior decorator or the event planner that did all of these glorious things and saw a vision when this was just a bare room. Y'all getting me? Y'all feeling what I'm saying? Who put your hand up if you feel what I'm saying right now? You hear what I'm saying? You got to give credit where credit is due. I gotta go blow my nose. But with that, who and what are you giving God's credit to? Are you giving God's credit to your job? Are you giving God's credit to your education? Are you giving God's credit to your husband and your wife? Are you giving God's credit to your smart, your own thinking? Who are you giving God's credit to? Come on, Queen. My godmother used to get on me about that too. She said, God is not a something. She get offended when you say that. God is not a something. Mm-hmm. Something didn't tell you, God told you. Look at folks over there like, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. I might have to, I don't know if opening the window is going to be worse or what. We got to find out. that makes me think about too? It was 80 degrees yesterday. Now it's 30. Could have opened them damn plants up. Ain't no telling what the hell they trying to do to us. Because it was 80 degrees yesterday. And now it's 30. I woke up, my house was freezing, 29 or something. And I'm thinking, don't that confuse the flowers and stuff? Make them release before their time, and maybe it could be toxic or whatever. I don't know. Ugh. This morning it was 60. Now it's 33. Girl, yesterday it was 80. And when I woke up this morning, it was like 26 degrees. And it's snowing in Chicago. Yeah, freezing. I had my air on and had to cut the heat on. That part, Nia. That's where I'm at. I woke up. It's weird. But y'all remember I was like, it's hot in his house. And then I went to sleep and woke up and it was winter in my house. So cold that I didn't even want to get up. It's affecting your dog too. Okay. Listen here. Well, we ain't gonna know the seasons, right? It's happening. Okay, so look, let's get this going. So it says, you rejoice in the evil of stones, forgetting the judgment of the immortal Savior who created heaven and earth. Alas, for a race which rejoices in blood, a crafty and evil race of impious and false double-tongued men, and immoral, adulterous idol worshippers who plot deceit. There is wickedness in their breasts, and have a frenzy raging within them. They ravage booty for them. It's in the book. No, we know that probably ain't the booty they talking about, but this sound like the church right here. It's in here, Queen. Right at the top, it said, there is wickedness in their breast, a frenzy raging within. They ravage booty for themselves and have a shameless spirit. Booty bandits. They have an urge to be getting up in and I'm just playing with y'all. It's mean it spoils, but it could mean the other now because never mind. Good morning, Auntie. I'm just saying. It say it right here. They ravage booty for themselves and have a shameless spirit. For no one who is rich and has, I know it's talking about, I'm messing with y'all, but it's talking about like pirate booty. We get it. Auntie, we reading about the spoils of the earth. The folks was wicked and they had a shameless spirit. It seemed like it'd be somebody going on around now. It said, for no one who is rich and has possessions will give a share to another, but there will be terrible wickedness among all mortals. They will have no fidelity at all. Many widow women will love other men secretly for gain. What was we just? What was the song we was just? Sorry, y'all know y'all gotta go on mute for just a second. Come on over here.
Your device is connected.
I know. So in the days of the Sybil, it was women that didn't have their own husbands that was messing with other people's husbands for money. And in 2024, we got women who will mess with somebody else's husband for money. Wicked men who will take whatever they want. We call them scammers now. What's changed? What does it mean to be frenzied? What is the definition of frenzied or frenzy? Frenzy. Panicked. Temporary madness. A state of extreme mental agitation or wild excitement, wild behavior, uncontrollable. Is that not what's going on right now in our world? Everybody out of control. Another word for this is manic, bipolar, schizophrenic, frenzied. Schizophrenic, frenzied, all over the place. Delirious, crazy. Everybody need a pill to medicate them to make them think right. Huh? And that's within, that ain't on the outside. Right? Frenzied within. Out of control. You hear me? Right. It says, and those who have husbands will not keep hold of the rope of life. This is describing a lot of what's going on in our life right now. Folks, what's the rope of life? Umbilical cord. The umbilical cord. The rope of life is the umbilical cord. It said women with husbands won't keep hold. What does that mean? Yep, you said it, Miss Owens. You said it, Miss Owens. That yes, there it is, Antoinette. That they won't keep hold. Married women will abort their children by their husbands. So the loose women are using the men for the money. And the married women are aborting their babies. Is that not what's going on right now? I'm not having another baby by my husband. He keeps trying to get me pregnant, and I'm not going to have a baby by him. No. See, they left these books out for a reason. There's a lot of stuff that we would know if they would put these in there. Yeah. Here we go. It says, but when Rome will also rule over Egypt, guiding it toward a single goal, then indeed the most great kingdom of the immortal king will become manifest over men. For a holy prince will come to gain sway over the scepters of the earth forever. As time passes on, then also implacable wrath will fall upon Latin men. Three will destroy Rome with piteous fate, and all men will perish in their own dwellings when the fiery cataract flows from heaven. Ooh! The fiery cataract flows from heaven. 5. Alas, wretched one, when will that day come and the judgment of the great King, immortal God? Yes, for the present be founded cities and all be embellished with temples and stadia and markets and golden, silver, and stone statues, so that you may so that you may come to that bitter day. For it will come when the smell of brimstone spreads among all men. But I will tell all in turn in how many cities mortals will endure evil. Ain't Rome filled with all the gold and statues, and they got all the goods in the Vatican, don't they? 30 coins. Yep. The eye of the Lord of the rings, the eye, a cataract. Yeah, and 30 coins. They had that eye in the sky too. Who started watching Dark last night? Did anybody go? I fell asleep on like the second episode, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch today while I'm cleaning up. And let me tell you, did y'all see our tree on there in that box? Yeah, that eye in the sky was scary looking. It was. And when I used to tell people I saw eyes in the sky, they used to laugh at me. And then I was grown, like 32, 33. You was watching it this morning. Listen, the movie Dark is very. I mean, it's a series on Netflix, and it's interesting. You see eyes too? Yeah, girl, I be seeing eyes and everything. Mm-hmm. I need to go to the grocery store. I gotta get up, y'all. I got stuff I gotta do. I can't stay on here all day. I wanted to come and get on here for a minute. Yeah, I gotta get up. It's stuff I need to go do. I need to go to the grocery store. I need to get food. I need to like get my life together. I need to get this house together and move all this stuff that I got right before I left. Everything where it goes. I got stuff to do. So, I love y'all. You see faces and stuff, girl. Yeah, yeah. And we'll finish some of this later. I love y'all. Thank you for the thing too, bro. Thank you, thank you. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in a little bit later on today. Let me get my life together. Y'all know I just got home and I gotta do all of these things. And I need food. I went to eat last night and there's food in there, but I need food. I need to go, it's freezer stuff. I need to go get some like refrigerator food. No, I'm grateful, girl. And let me go grocery shopping. Thank you. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later.